What's going on, y'all? Winter Knight here, and today we are back with some more Regulation C action. I've got another team for y'all. This one kind of going in a bit of a different direction with the last one. We are going to get to use that boy Ting, and Chien in this one. We are, of course, pairing it up with Palafin again. Palafin is just so good right now, so we went ahead and added Palafin to bring the rain, and then MausApe Annihilape. With all the dark types running around, Annihilape is actually very, very good, especially with Terra, able to get off huge drain punches. The Steel Terra works very well with the rain since it covers the main weakness, and then Palafin helps to cover that ground weakness. Of course, Ting is Fairy Terra. I think this is the best Terra for it. A lot of people are running Fisher Ting because it's just so bulky that you can afford to spam Fisher a few times. Also, Fisher does synergize pretty well with Stomping Tantrum, because if you miss Fisher, then Stomping Tantrum is buffed the next turn. But just can't bring myself to run Oko moves, so we're just running Snarl, Stomping Tantrum, Throat Chop, and Heavy Slam. Do have enough investment that we are able to Oko Fluttermane with that Heavy Slam. And then Chien Pow, we are rocking the Poison Terra, have the Choppleberry Berry on it, so we don't always have to Terra to take a fighting move. This is a bulky set, max speed with bulk, with Sacred Sword, Throat Chop, and Icy Wind. Kind of more of a supportive role. It's here to Icy Wind and then set up Annihilape and Palafin with the Swords of Ruin, which, if you don't know, Swords of Ruin lowers the defense of every Pokemon on the field, where Ting lowers the special attack of everything on the field. Then we have MausApe, Follow Me, Beat Up, Taunt. Taunt very good right now with all the Chien running around and that sort of thing. So we're going to get into it. I played a tour earlier with this team. It wasn't a huge tour. There's only about 5 people participating in it, but it was Regulation C. I ended up playing the same guy twice, so we're going to look at it like it was a best of 3. So we'll go over my matches with him. But before we get into it, if you could, please like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me, so let's do it. Alright, so here we are. We're up against Ryazaki with the Sun team, rocking Talonflame, Fluttermane, Torkoal, Chien, Indeedee, and Dragonite. So, trying to decide what the best route to go here is. I'm thinking that we'll go ahead and lead Palafin with Ting, bring Chien Pow and Pelipper in the back. That way, if he does bring Torkoal, we'll be able to switch it in and set the rain. But gotta lead Palafin, get our boy going. So let's see what the lead is. Very interested to see what Chien set he is running. It has a decent move pool. I've seen Substitute Leech Seed. I've seen Knockoff, Snarl. So there's Ruination, a lot of things that it could be running here. I'm guessing that he will bring it just because it is good into rain, but that's why we have the Flying Terra on Pelipper. That way we can hit it with some big hurricanes. Also have close combat on Palafin for that exact reason. So he leads Indeedee Dragonite, which is a very interesting lead here. Vessel of Ruin will get to poppin'. Trying to decide if I want to go Pelipper here, but he may have Torkoal in the back, so we'll just go out into Chien. Of course, that could hurt depending on what he does with Dragonite, but Ting is bulky enough, I'm willing to risk it, and we will just go Throat Chop on the Indeedee. So I'm afraid that he's gonna Dragon Dance here. Indeedee Dragonite would seem to indicate that that's what he's gonna be going for. But this will position us well if Ting doesn't pick up the knockout. Oh, but he goes for E-Speed, so stop by his own terrain here. Follow Me will come out to keep Dragonite safe. But we get the big Throat Chop on Indeedee, brings it down to Sash. But now we're positioned well. He can't use E-Speed, so we'll just go Icy Wind. That way we can break the multi-scale on Dragonite. And we'll go ahead and throw a Throat Chop over that way. So if he's banded, then he is definitely in trouble here. We'll have to switch out. Possibly this is his first time playing the team. He just didn't think about the synergy with E-Speed and terrain. But he is going to go Terra here. And it is Dragon Terra, so looks like he is not banded. I'm still not sure about the Dragon Terra in front of Chien, in front of Chien Pao. But Icy Wind will come out. We'll break the multi-scale, lower that speed, and take out Indeedee. Dragonite is still faster. We'll throw out an Earthquake, but even with the Sword of Ruin, just not doing much damage. Throat Chop will bring it down below half. So he brings out the Slug here. Give him kudos for using Chien. Like I mentioned before, definitely one of my favorite Ruin Mons. They're all just so cool though, to be honest. The abilities are so cool. So many cool things you can do with them. And I'm really excited to see what people can come up with. We'll just go Sacred Sword into Chien. I don't want it to start leech seeding everything. Or throwing out Ruination. And we'll just Throat Chop the Dragonite so we can try to take it out. But he does withdraw the Dragonite. So it goes out into Torkoal. Sacred Sword comes out, does a good chunk there. Oh, Weakness Policy Chien. I have not seen that one yet, so that is a cause for concern. Palm Puff will come out and it will take out Chien Pao with the boost. So Throat Chop doesn't do a lot since the Tablet of Ruin is on the field as well, lowering the attack. So we'll set the rain here. I'm expecting him to switch out on Torkoal here, so we'll just Terra Flying Hurricane the Chien. And we'll just go with the Snarl here. Trying to decide. I don't want to, if he switches into Dragonite, I don't want to get caught trying to Stomping. So we'll just go for the Snarl, seems safe enough. If he does attack with Torkoal, we'll be able to Snarl it down a bit. He withdraws Chien. That was not what I expected. I definitely would have doubled that slot. So the party balloons come out on Pelipper here. Torkoal protects. And the Hurricane is not quite enough to pick up. So unfortunately, we just snarled there. So this will not be enough to finish off Dragonite. And of course, the special attack drop is meaningless here. So I'm going to go out into Palafin here. That way we can preserve Pelipper to set back up the rain if we need to. And we'll just try to take out the Dragonite. Torkoal not a threat at all at the moment with the rain up. And I'm honestly expecting him to go out into Chien in that slot. So Pelipper retreats. Now comes Carl. And its terrain is still up, so the E-Speed gets blocked. He thought he was going to try to E-Speed into Pelipper, but we caught him with the switch there. Of course, he could have E-Speeded Pelipper since it is not touching the ground. E-Speed would have went through, but we make the right call. Switch in the Fin, and he just Earth Powers Ting Lu. He does get the special defense drop, but I don't think that's going to matter. So Chien will come back out. We'll lower Palafin's attack. Consider protecting there, but we'll just go close combat into Chien. And Stomping Tantrum. That way if CC takes it out, Stomping will redirect into Torkoal. But if it doesn't quite get it, then we will be able to finish it off. CC comes out and it will finish it off. CC Palafin is so good right now. Don't sleep on it. It is a great move. You could also consider Ice Punch. I think Ice Punch can be very good right now as well. I haven't seen near as many Dozos, so at the moment I'm okay with not having Haze. If Dozo rises back up, it might be something you need to tack back on, but I don't think it's necessary at the moment. Alright, so match 2 here. Treating this like a best of 2. So he saw what we went with in the first game, so we're going to completely change it up this time. We're going to go MausApe in the lead. We'll bring Pelipper in the back just because it's good to have the rain into Torkoal, and Hurricane is very good into Chien. So, trying to decide if I want to bring Chien Pao or Ting Lu in the back. I'll definitely make an argument for both, but we will go with Chien Pao. Just so we can have a bit of speed control if necessary. Of course, also very good into Dragonite. And we'll have access to Sacred Sword for Chien as well. So we'll see what adjustments he makes here in game 2. I'm expecting possibly a tailwind lead this time. So we will have to play around the Will-O-Wisp if he does lead Talonflame. So it looks like he may time out here. Yeah, so he definitely timed out. So it looks like it'll be Talonflame Flutter in the lead. Well, we can pretty comfortably just Terra and do what we need to here. We just have to play around the burn. We can always just bulk up if necessary through the burn. Since he's not threatening with any fighting moves at the moment. So we'll just go Follow Me, Terra, and Rage Fist on the Talonflame. Kind of expecting a Dazzling Gleam here. I thought about protecting and trying to taunt Talonflame, but I kind of expect him to either double the mouse or possibly taunt it. So he does Terra here. Is going to be the Flutter, so Fairy, Terra Fairy Flutter coming out. Hoping for a Gleam here, that way we will get the little bit of Rage Fist buff here. The axe in the head just fits Annihilape so well. Alright, Follow Me, so no. Yeah, no Tailwind. He does just go Moonblast. Mouse will take that decently. And he does taunt the mouse here. So we should have went Beat Up there, would have actually been the play since he didn't actually go for the Wisp. We could have got off the Beat Up. I guess that's why he went for. Just decided to taunt. That way he could go for the Wisp the next turn. So we'll just go for the Beat Up. We'll just go for the Beat Up this turn since that's basically all we can do with Mouse. I don't want to hard switch and risk damage onto anything else. So we'll just Beat Up and Rage Fist the Flutter. So Mystical Fire pops out. Thank you, sir. So we will get the Defiant boost there. Wisp comes out, but it's actually into Mouse Hold, so we will take that. And get the Beat Up off. So now Annihilape is set up. Even if he does try to burn us the next turn, we will be back at neutral due to the Defiant boost. So I probably should have just took out Talonflame here. That way we didn't have to even worry about the Will-O-Wisp next turn. But we get the Flutter off of the board. So I'm not, and basically I can bulk up. Even if he burns us, we can always bulk up again because he's not threatening a lot of damage into Ape, especially with Chien coming on the field. Even if he had brought out Torkoal there, we could just switch Pelipper in. So I thought about protecting there, hoping he would take out the mouse so I could bring in something else to threaten Talonflame. But we'll just beat up the Talonflame for a bit of chip on it and Drain Punch the Chien. So we don't know Woe's full moveset. We've seen Pollen Puff, I believe, is all we've seen so far. So we are going to risk activating the weakness policy again. He does burn us. We get just a tiny bit of chip on Talonflame here. Drain Punch comes out and does big damage. Oh, yeah, that was a crit, so we'll get us back up just almost to full. Activate that weakness policy. And we just see Pollen Puff come out again, so we'll finish off the Mouse House there. But Annihilape is sitting pretty even with the burn. So trying to decide, we'll just go ahead and bring in Pelipper here. Set up the rain. And just protect Pelipper and finish off the Chien if possible. I didn't want him to go Tailwind and then Giga Drain or something like that and get a bunch of health back on the slug. So we'll go with this just to keep keep Pelipper safe. I'm expecting possibly a switch from Woe, but I didn't want to risk it. So he goes Brave Bird into the Pelipper. And then Drain Punch will finish off Chien. Alright, get back up to full. And we are down to the last two here. Who will be the last? Come on, buddy. You only got one Mon left. Not that hard to decide. Alright, so it is Dragonite. So he is threatening E-Speed. So we'll just go Hurricane into Talonflame and we will just bulk up. He may have Low Kick on Dragonite. We did already see Earthquake. But if he goes Earthquake, we are faster. So with the bulk up, we should be able to take that decently. And either way, Chien is in the back, so we should be fine into Dragonite. So E-Speed comes out. As does Brave Bird, so he targets down the Pelipper. He just doesn't have the damage into Ape that he needs to break through. And now we got the bulk up off. So we're at +3 despite the burn. And Talonflame goes Nighty Night back to his Pokeball. So we'll just Hurricane and a Rage Fist. So E-Speed will finish off Stork the Pelipper with the crit. Rage Fist comes out, doing huge damage through multi-scale. So that Defiant boost that he gave us really helping out. And again, that's why I was okay with taking the Will-O-Wisp, since we had the Defiant boost. Felt like we were still in a good position. So I'll just Throat Chop and Rage Fist. Not a lot he can do here, and he will cancel the battle. GG's to my opponent. Fun set. But as you can see, this team goes hard. So try it out. Let me know what you think. I will leave a Pokepaste in the description. Try it out on Showdown. But we'll be back for the next one. Peace.